Hey, this is JRene'e. How y'all doing today? I hope everybody is well. Today I want to talk about forgiveness. So forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for us. And I always say us because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm just talking to them, but I'm talking to everyone that has been hurt, that have gone through different changes, different situations in their lives. You might have been lied to by a friend, by a loved one, uh, by your mate, your husband, your wife. You might have been cheated on. I just want to throw some things, some scenarios out there. You might have been raped. You might have been molested. You might have been abused by your parents, by someone that you thought loved you, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, someone, a father, a mother, a brother, a sister. So I just wanted to give a range of different people in your life. Your best friend, you might have been hurt by them. And so I want you to know that um, having unforgiveness is like you drinking a poison and you're waiting on them to die, which not should not be the case. And I know that it is a process. Trust and believe. I know it's a process. Through my journey, through my years on this earth, I have dealt with several things that have uh, brought pain to me, where I was hurt, where I was devastated, where I felt lost, I felt abandoned, mistreated, abused. Um, and sometimes I abused my own self. And so I know that it's difficult. Some people say that I will never forgive that person for raping me. I will never forgive that person for molesting me. I will never forgive my ex-husband or my ex-wife or my friend for cheating with my husband, or I will never forgive the woman that cheated with my husband or cheated with my wife. Holding on to unforgiveness only brings you pain. It only brings you more hurt because you continue to rehearse those things in your mind and in your heart, and it begins to decay your own body, your own mind, your own health. It begins to rotten in your own thoughts. And so it's very important that we learn how to forgive, that we learn how to release the people that have hurt you, release them and let them go. A matter of fact, letting yourself go. You might have done some things to yourself that was very painful. You might have used drugs, you might have had abortions, you might have did some not so great things, been an alcoholic, and so pouring that alcohol, whatever it is, um, you also need to forgive yourself. You also need to forgive the person that have harmed you, because you giving them your power. When you don't forgive, you give the other person power because they are now in control of your life, because you are rehearsing, you are putting damage into your heart, into your life. And so they're getting away scot free. They're going on, they living their life. If the husband or the wife cheated, they with somebody else and they're enjoying the life. They're traveling, they're doing different things, and you're sitting there still holding yourself captive because you refuse to let go. You refuse to take your power back. This is the time where you take the power back. Yes, it's a process. Yes, it is hard to forgive, but it's more harder than than releasing it. You're hurting yourself more by holding on to it. You're hurting yourself more by not releasing them, not releasing yourself. And so it is time for you to release that. Release the hurt. Do the work. Work on your inner self so you can forgive yourself. So you can forgive the person, the people, the persons or the people that have hurt you. And it is not your fault. In certain aspects, if you was a child and you was raped, if you was a child and you was molested, if you was a child and you were abused. But once we reach a certain age, and not that it still doesn't hurt, and not that you still might not think about it, but then we got to begin to do the work. When you get older, you can no longer blame the other people for the way your life turned out. Um, you could blame them, but what good is it gonna do for you? And so now, taking your power back, getting your strength back, sowing into yourself, healing yourself, reading, writing, doing different things that's going to begin to heal your body, begin to heal your soul. And so it is time to let go. It's time to cry and just let go. It's time to relinquish those thoughts. It's time to say something different. It's time to speak differently into yourself. It's time. You can do it. You can do this. Yes, it is. It is hard work. Yes, you might cry. Yes, you might lay in the floor. Yes, you might feel paralyzed sometimes, some days, some moments. But you got to get up. You got to forgive yourself for the things that you've done to other people, as well as forgiving the people that have done things to you. And like I said earlier, no, it is not easy. I am a living testimony. I am a living, breathing woman to tell you, no, it is not easy, but it is worth it in the end, because I did the work, because I am doing the work, because I'm still doing the work. I can speak to the person that abused me. I can speak to them. I can have a conversation with one of them because I got a chance to speak to that person and to let the things that I needed to let out. Some people you won't be able to do that with. Some people you just gotta write a letter, tell everything how you feel, and maybe send it to them. Some people you could write a letter and then you take it out and you burn it. And that means when you burning it, you killing everything that was killing you, and you release it, and you begin to set a new standard. You begin to move forward in your life. You begin to live on your terms and the way you want to live and the way you want to grow, because you're no longer holding on to all those baggages. You're releasing the baggages. You might have to put down one at a time, because it might be so heavy and so deep that what has taken place in your life. You might just one step at a time. I'm not asking you to do everything at one time, but one step, take one step today. You say, JRene'e, look, this hurt. It's killing me. I'm hurting. Why did I have to go through that? Why they picked me? Why am I dealing with this? Why am I dealing with this pain? I'm a good person. I love people. Why in the world would I have to go through this? And I just believe. I don't know if you believe in God. I don't know if whoever you believe, whatever you believe in. But I believe that you might have had to go through this so you can help somebody else. I know for me, did I want to go through it? Did I want to go through the heartache? Did I want to be molested? Did I want to be raped? Did I want to be mistreated? Did I want to be abused? No, I did not. But it got me to a place where I could help so many other women, where I could help so many other men, where I could help so many other young women that's going through, young men that's going through because they've been damaged. They're damaged goods. They was damaged goods. They thought that they would never heal from it. They thought that they will never get through it. But I let them know that they can, and they will. It is important that you know that you can get through this. Nobody asked to be raped, molested, abused, talked about, lied on, cheated on. Nobody asked for that. Nobody woke up and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be an alcoholic today." Nobody woke up and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a drug addict today." Nobody said those type of things. And so it is very important, I want to stress this, it's very important that we allow ourselves to forgive whoever it is. They might still act the same way. They might be still doing the same thing to other people. All we could do is pray for those other people, but forgive them, release ourselves, or forgive ourselves for things that we have done so we can grow, so we can mature, so we can help somebody else, so we can save somebody else's life, so we could change somebody else's life, so their life can be greater, so we could pay it forward. Paying it forward means a lot to somebody. You have somebody else's destiny in your hand. You might not think you do, but you do. If you've been through anything in life and you have the wisdom and the knowledge on how to get through, and you can help somebody else and free somebody else, that is a wonderful feeling. That is a wonderful feeling. So I thank you all for being here today.